What's good, YouTube, and welcome to the house. I want to do a raw, live, unedited conversation about what I love about the Yu-Gi-Oh community. I have been playing since the inception of the game, Legend of Blue Eyes, and I've seen it all. I've gone through different formats. I've been a casual player. I've been a competitor upon the summit with some of the best in the world, and I've lived through the lives and walks of many different phases of dueling. So this is about the physical card game, and competitive communities, you're going to have heads clash a lot, especially when people vary their opinions on how they want to approach the game. Do I want to go to competition? Do I want to beat that person across from the table? I feel like a competitive mindset will breed something that's not for everyone when you approach a game competitively, and there's going to be that different mindset that divides the community when talking about, like, well, I would like my deck to be better. Well, you need this, this, and this. Well, I'm on a budget. Well, you need this to be good. And so a lot of people shy away from asking for advice because when they do, they are seen as ignoring advice half of the time. But there's four big communities within the Yu-Gi-Oh community. There's the YouTube community, which you're on right now. There's a bunch of different sub-communities within that, of course. Different channels will breed different environments. There's the Discord community, which goes a little bit hand in hand, but spreads across other ways. There's the Reddit community, and then there's the Facebook community. So, four different places. The Facebook community tends to be the most competitive, and it's where you want to see the most awesome interactions between duelists. Like, if somebody in Zodiac Duelist is to ask for help on a deck, you'll get real ideas, and then you'll get, oh, that deck list is trash, it's garbage, get that out of here. And you'll see them rather tear it down than necessarily help, but you will have a ton more people offering help, offering actual ideas at the end of the day. It's not always just crapping on the deck. And you'll also see joke posts like, you came to the wrong neighborhood, you came to the wrong place to ask for this. Yet at the end of the day, I find that people actually do genuinely try to help even there. And there, within the Facebook community, there's even groups specified for each deck. Like, almost every single deck has its group. Like, the Sky Strikers have a group, Cosmos had a group. This became popular, I want to say, around 2014 to 15, where actual different groups are based around decks, so you'll find better help there. But again, you'll find that competitive mentality clashing with, well, I don't really want to go win events, I want to win online, I want to have fun with it, I want to play it my way a bit, but I still want to make it better. So you'll see that clash there. Reddit is a lot better in terms of asking for stuff like this, and I also think Reddit's a lot kinder. You'll see more of those casual posts of, like, just a picture of a Ghost Rares artist and, like, how awesome is this? And it'll get upvoted a bunch, and people will really enjoy reminiscing on a time that is different from current Yu-Gi-Oh! I would say it's a little more relaxed and casual there. The one thing I do notice as a content creator is in threads, I'll see certain content creators put down in order for others to be put up. This is more of a unique problem towards content creators. It doesn't really go towards the community as a whole, but I've noticed that with other content creators, and it's very interesting to me that you can't say what you love about one person without bringing another down here and there. And of course, again, just like people crapping on decks, this is a vocal minority. This is not a representation of the community. I still see a ton of posts just full of positivity, what they like, and also constructive criticisms towards those channels they dislike. So it's not just like, screw the haters. No, it's actually kind of just this mix of people. You're always going to have bad apples in every single bunch. We move on to the Discord community, and this is actually where I see the least amount of bad apples. These are the more hardcore, dedicated people that want to be in a community that talk back to each other directly. On Facebook, you post, you might be waiting 12 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes for a reply and not instantaneous conversation. On Reddit, it can take even longer or shorter depending on the time the people have. You can wait whole days. In a Discord community, you have regulars who are here every day. They want to spend their time here, and I've hung out in some of the nicest Discords. Hard Like Joe, another YouTuber on the platform, has one of the best and just nicest places that I've ever hung out to be. Everything just feels cheery most of the time, and it seems like people that really enjoy him, or they enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh! As a community, I talk about anime and other stuff there. Rank 10 Yu-Gi-Oh! Similarly, you would think it's a swashbuckling wasteland. It's more of like the the deep web is what I would describe it as in terms of personalities, but overall, I've had only good interactions over on his server as well. My own server, which is also Robbie Cole's server, is the Zodiac server, which is linked down below, and I typically have a good time here. You get that more competitive mindset from certain duelists that come in here. They're trying to get better and be better, so once in a while, I'll have to, like, check somebody and be like, hey, like, this is kind of like, you don't need to go to this level with them, and almost instantaneously, they tend to understand, or will have a conversation about how they reach that place that they're at, and I really actually enjoy that back and forth direct conversation in the Discord community. Now, the final one I've left out here is YouTube. YouTube in general has these two different senses. There's gonna be the comment section, which is infamous for having terrible people, but honestly, lately, it's been way better than it's ever been, and I look through multiple different creators. I look at DZeef's comment section. Things are generally positive. It's usually like jokes about his own series or like actual conversations on his conversation. It's pretty cool. In my own, I would say it's gone from like one bad comment out of every 20 to like one bad comment out of every 50. Like, honestly, people really seem to be here for Yu-Gi-Oh! Talking about the prices in a market watch, or in my discussions saying their forums, and when they disagree with me, I've actually seen this passion in people that doesn't bring out negativity anymore. Like, I've seen the ability to converse that I passionately feel against what you've said, but here's why, constructively, more and more lately. So I feel that this communication through Yu-Gi-Oh! Has evolved through these 4 platforms. And now, let's of course talk about in person at locals. This is going to be a social environment that develops. You're always going to have clicks at local, people that like hanging out with some people more than other people, because that's how life works. It's basically like going to a lunch table. But I find that when you're actually trying to get better at a local, when you're a casual and you approach people that you truly want to reach the summit, that you want to get better, they tend to sit down and really help you. Maybe it's just the Texas area, because whenever I talk about locals, every single one is going to be different. But I feel this real outreach and trying whenever I've seen that area where I want to get better, and they'll sit down, they'll look at their deck, they'll give their honest advice, and then, you know, talk about budgeting and talking about what they really need to do to be able to keep up with the game. Because, yeah, investing in the game is such a beast, it's such a monster, it's such a taxing purpose to be able to, like, cycle your cards and continue on, and that's rough, especially on a budget. So, to be able to get those advice, like, well, I understand you can't afford, say, Ghost Bell right now, maybe Forbidden Graveyard will do it for you. I know it comes at the price of discarding a card, but, you know, that's how I would proceed. I honestly see this outreach to get people to be better lately in the community, and it's a real positive stride that I've enjoyed. Instead of telling people to pack it up, get out of here, don't come back, it's like, you can do better next time. You can reach further, you can reach higher, you can climb higher. And I've continuously seen that development within our community, and it has been so freaking awesome. It puts a smile on my face, even in my own comment section. Like, obviously, a lot of my stuff is unedited, but I see these comments like, I'd love to see you work harder on this part, or I'd love to see your videos go this way. And I know it's clashing two communities. When you're a content creator, things are a bit different than being a player, but I've played past like over 2/3 of my dueling career without doing videos. So I do come from roots that I was a casual once that wanted to get better. I started on online forums, actually on Pojo back in the day. I found a mentor that really helped me out from my own local area, and I was able to come out from being a scrub into the competitor I wanted to be with the support of, get ready for the cringe, a clan. I actually, yeah, did join one of those for a long time. That's not a joke. And it was kind of like family for a bit in terms of dueling. We would play test all the time. We would do all these things together. We would compete. We'd climb the rank ladder. And of course, looking back, none of it realistically matters in any competitive sense other than it helped me become a better duelist, and then one day it disbands. People just don't come in anymore, and you have to find a new group. And I moved on to IRL dueling. I eventually hung out with some of the best in the game, Philly Luna, Ryan Spicer, and you know what? There's a lot of trash talk between friends. So on the outside, people can see it, damn, they're arguing, they're really going at each other. But to us, it's just a normal day as competitors where we're trying to get each other, like, get that out of here, get that card out of here. We're talking, like, about the card, and some people will take that as a personal thing, like, man, I really thought this card was good, I must suck, they're saying I suck. They make that leap and transition when we really just mean, that card sucks, you need to get over that card, go to the next card. Like, and that's a competitive mindset where people kind of jump that link sometimes, I think. But, thanks for watching. What are your experiences? I feel like whenever we get into a negative experience, it becomes kind of an ordeal. It's really trying more so than good experiences, so you end up dwelling on those bad experiences just a little bit more, and I don't want it to be that way for everybody. I want you to be able to soak in and really enjoy the good experiences in the community. I know bad ones can stand out so much more, but there's so many good things to be had in here, and I want to hear your own good experiences and bad experiences as well, and how you got over them in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching.